What's going on, everyone? It is Emmanuel Orchestral. How's it going? So I'm here for a little lesson again. So several of you liked this video. So I'm gonna break down just a few things into the chorus so you can kind of jam along with it. I'm going to keep it in the same key as the video so that you can maybe practice with it, along with it. So let's jump right in. So we're in the key of F, right? We're in the key of F, bluesy F, gospel bluesy, whatever you want to do with it. And here is the core function. The core function is in numbers. It's 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, which can be used as a turnaround, which is usually used as a turnaround, but I just, for some reason, liked it. I don't know why. So in F, we have 1, 6, which is the D, 2, which is G, 5, which is C, and then back to 1. That's the core part of it, excluding one part, which I will show later. But that is the chord. If you already know that, if you already know this, good. If you already know it, if you don't, just practice that with the left hand, because we're gonna start with just the single note bass in the left hand. For those of you, if you don't have a bass player and you got to run the bass. And just with that, you can add some flavor, by kind of walking into the note that you need to get to. So instead of just going directly to the D, you can, D flat up to D before you get there, or D sharp down to the D. And the same with the G, pick which way you want to go, and the C, same way. So example. See, just that gives you a little flavor. So that's the core. That's the core. That's the core. Said it 3 times, so you know it's important. So now, let's get with the right hand. So the right hand, I'm mostly using a tritone chord. Without getting into it, the tritone basically adds tension, whatever sound that the chord that you're using, or can add, some grittiness, dirtiness, to your song, stuff like that, and the tritone, basically, to make the tritone, I'm gonna tell you how I first figured out the tritones. I really was just playing with just notes until I heard the right note. It wasn't that. This was when I was like, 14, 15, 16 years old, a long time ago. And what I found out was whatever note that I needed the tritone in, so we're in F. What I found out is I would take the third of the major chord, or if I take the major chord and I needed the third and then the flatted seventh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which was the F7. So I needed that for the tritone. Well, for the piece of the tritone, about playing the full 3-note tritone. Cause try 3, right? Just these two, cause this is found in gospel a lot. And then I just figured it out for the other keys. Then move it around. So, and you can use that same method if you want. You just get the third of, whatever note that you want to find it for. The third and then the flatted 7. You can think of it that way. So like if we're in C, the third is E, and then the flatted 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And add a C to it. There you go. So now that we got that, now we just add that to the bass. So remember, it's 1, 6. What's the next one? 2. The next one. Yep, 5. The last. You go back to 1. Right. So I already showed you the F tritone I'm using, but if you don't know, it's going to be A and E flat. Then we go to D, and that is going to be C and F sharp. And if we find, just to do the 3 and the flatted 7th again, just see. So we got D, right? So the third is F sharp, right? Let's see, the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 flatted. There we go. Then to G, which the tritone for the G is F natural and B natural. Then C, we have E natural and B flat. Then we're back to the A, the E flat, and the A. That's it. So, if you already know that, then you can just go ahead and practice it, put it together. That's the core. If you're not familiar with it, then just practice putting those two together, or doing them one hand at a time, then put them together. That was wrong. There we go. Okay, one more time. You can play this here, or you can play it here if you want. It's up to you. Just to get the feel of it first. And then remember the leading into your next note in the bass. And don't forget to, even though we're just holding 2 notes, don't forget to, you don't have to just hold the chord or just, tap the chord as a whole itself each time. That's fine and all, but break it up, or like arpeggio it. When you can get to that, get to that, if you're not comfortable with that yet, then save that for down the line. But that's the core. Now, the way I did in the video with that tritone and the way I just do in general is when I have that tritone, I like to always have the root on top. Now, if you're not used to your hand being, kind of really stretched out, this will get your hand kind of stretched out. So I have F, and then I have the tritone down here. So my hand is stretched. But I like this. Then we put the F on the bass. Goes to the 4th. I'm still in tritone. I'm the B flat tritone. So you can put that F on top. and just keep it there. See? And that's the chord. You will hear that through most of that video. And if you haven't noticed, the biggest jump is from, if with the tritone, is from the F tritone to the D one. But once you get to the D, you can literally just half step and you're back home. See that? Just half stepping it, I'm home. Then jump back up, half step, half step, half step. And also, if you want to and you don't feel like doing that, you can just go from the F, go up to the A flat, and use the same tritones. Use the same tritone and walk back down. So watch. So I'm gonna do the regular and then switch it. One more time regular. And switch. I do both of those in the video. And this, you can hold the F if you want. You can just do the tritone, or you can move this F and just mirror what the bass is doing. See, and that is the core. That is the core of it. One more thing, and that'll be the end for this one. Is that one. So, try to break it down. That's gonna be the main part. That's my part. And once you get that, then you can do it whichever way. So, here's how it is. Just single note. We're just worrying about it. Just single note right now. So, you start on the A flat, go down to the G, down to the F. You're gonna do that twice in kind of a triple, not really a full triplet, but just the rhythm. The rhythm is important this time. So if I do it real slow, da 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 da, do 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 do. Get that if you know it's a struggle at first. Just slow it down. Do 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 do. That's twice. And then all you're gonna do is just add do 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 do. That's all you're gonna add. Do 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 do. So that's D C F, D C F. Which that is similar to my previous one in C with the slow, the soft music piano. So that and that's the basic of that riff. Do, 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 do. Right? An alternate way is, okay, that's the regular way. The alternate way is kind of add That. Caught it? So it changes after you hit that D. You don't go to the C. You go from that D, you rake off of the A flat to that A, and then back to the F. So if I slow it down. My bad. Okay, a little faster. So, and I think I'll give you a last bit that you can add with that. Now, if you see when I do it naturally, it's kind of like this. So I'm adding an extra note. That extra note is mainly just a D. And it's getting added along with this is a tritone. I think it's a B flat tritone. So I'm just adding the D with mostly the A flat. That's mainly when I'm adding it. So. But sometimes I hit it more than just with the A flat. I'll slow down again. And you'll see right then I kind of held it longer. While this, if you can do that, then by all means go with it. But that's the extra note I'm holding. So that'll be it for this one. I wanted to give you the chord. See, the chord, right? But with that, you can play along with it for like 80% of the video. I would even say 90%. So you can just jam along with it. So I hope you got something out of it. If you have any question, please drop your question in the comments below, wherever I'm pointing. Pointing down there somewhere. Yeah. And I'll get to your question, comments, and all that good stuff. If you like this video, share it with somebody that it could benefit, and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, click that bell icon so you know whenever I post, because I'm trying to post weekly. So next video we're gonna add the chords in the left hand as if we got a bass player. Or we just don't feel like playing bass. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just don't. So we're just gonna add. We're gonna add something like maybe something like this. We're gonna do something like that, okay? So, see you in the next one. Go practice. Go practice. 練習してる. I'll catch you around.